Everybody, welcome to Tech Insider Update.
Awesome. So Microsoft Teams, warning, there's a lot to go over here. So we're going to go over these briefly. As always, on a lot of these items, reach out to us and we can provide more insights and kind of go into the technical details when necessary. So on the general features, the three things I chose, but we could probably spend an hour just going over Teams and SharePoint updates. So these are kind of the highlights that I think are important to you guys, but there's obviously more. So first on general features, approvals, task by planner, and Popouts. So on the approval side, we have taken, or Microsoft has taken, Power Automate. And if you went to Power Automate and you went to My Actions or My Approvals, they are now visible within the actual Teams client. So now when I get approvals, I can get a push notification within Teams. I can approve my workflows and actually have those occur within the Microsoft Teams client. Super great, kind of neat, interesting. Another interface, as we all know, Teams is pretty much a canvas for all things. And so this is Microsoft doing that same approach. However, there's a little bit more going on, and the idea of these ad hoc approval processes is a major different approach. So in this example on this screen in the top right, you see new approval request. That's not a formal business approval process. That is just me asking for approval. So it's kind of in a different approach. So much around business processes, we think like there's an approval for this exact thing, an approval for this exact thing. This is kind of ad hoc, right? Where someone could say, hey, can I purchase a new keyboard? And maybe your organization doesn't have a formal new equipment request process, but you can still request approval, select who that should go to. They could say, yeah, sure, they should approve it, and then it gets recorded. So it's almost like I don't know, a formalized email of an approval, but it's actually tracked as an approval. So I could see definitely smaller organizations utilizing this where we want to be agile in our approvals and not have to build formalized processes around everything, but I don't know, interesting nonetheless. The next thing around Teams is Popouts. This has been a huge ask for a while. So on individual chats and apps, I can actually take that chat and pop it out into a new independent window from the Teams canvas and keep that open, and then now navigate within a meeting and do other things. So we first saw this with meetings and then the general like Teams client. Now we're seeing it the general Teams client, meetings, and now these individual pop-outs. And that's available on individual chats as well as applications within the Teams client.